Good day to doctor. My name is Cindy Tan Xingping and my number machine is 2771117 and going to present our assignment. Before start, let me introduce a case that happened in Hong Kong. Mirror is one of the most popular boy bands in Hong Kong, with 12 members. During the Mirror concert on July 28, 2022, at the Hong Kong Coliseum Music Venue, in front of 20,000 spectators, a screen weighing 4,469 kg, about half of the weight of the school bus, fell off the stage and hit two dancers. After investigation, 5 people have been arrested by the Hong Kong police in connection with a giant screen that fell and seriously injured two dancers during a Miller concert. The poor installation work and the inaccurate information descriptions have caused this accident happen. In this case, we can realize that the insufficiency event risk management will ruin the whole event and bring the terrible effect. If the event risk management have been performed properly, does this accident will be happen? This is all from me and I am going to pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Good day, sir. My name is Stephanie Tiffany with metric number 285101. Now I'm going to present about the importance of event risk management before an event. Risk management before an event is very important as it can prevent avoidable accidents and to prepare for possible accidents so that injuries can be minimized. Based on our chosen event, the boy band Mirror concert mishap, the accidents can actually be prevented if the event organizer had planned for the event risk management before this concert event. For example, it is necessary that the event organizer or the people who are in charge of the stage design and setup to confirm that all staging equipment is safe and secure before using it. Moreover, the metal wires that hang the screen must be confirmed to be solid and strong enough to support the weight of the screen. Next, the importance of event risk management during an event. At event, accidents and injuries are common. An event organizer cannot eliminate any risk, but they can plan for how to deal with them if they occur. If event organizers have planned the risk management during an event, they will be able to deal with any accidents and injuries without becoming panic. According to our chosen event, the damage to the injured can be reduced if the event organizer had prepared enough medical staff at the site and sent the injured to the nearest hospital as quickly as possible. Besides, the event organizer must ensure that they have enough security personnel to help maintain the order of the audiences, and the event site have enough entrances and exits for audiences to leave in an orderly manner when accident happen. These are all the event risk management that the event organizer can plan during the event, since it is very important.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Zainab Batisha binti Abdullah and my metric number is 25196. So I will explain what is important of event risk management after the event. So the first thing first is to reduce the incidents happen. The incidents that I have mentioned here, such as theft, injury or unexpected accidents during operating the equipment or clean up the venue. The organizer will use the manuals or guidance book about all the safety and rules that need to follow after the events. And not only that, the organizer events also will brief to all the staff about do's and don'ts after the events so that the staff will prepare well with all the possible risks that can be happen. As a result, with the correct ways to overcome and minimize the possible risks, the event will running smoothly and successfully. So the second point is to increase brand and reputation as an organizer event. Usually, people who attend to the event will share the positive feedback or respond on the social media. So with that, we can count it as a successful event. And the brand and reputation for event organizer is very important because with this kind of good image, we can attract more attendees to participate in upcoming events. And however, to make sure the brand and reputation of event organizer maintain, they can apply the process of event risk management such as planning, identify, analyze, and respond. So with that, they can overcome the risk that will happen in the event with effectively ways. So the last but not least, can attract the sponsors and stakeholders to work together. And normally at the end of the event organizer will conduct postmortem and survey to analyze what is the strength and also the weakness of the events. And not only that, with this kind of activities, it is more easier to the event organizer to improve their management on upcoming events. Not only that, with this kind of activities also, they can know what is the factors of the risk arise, and with that, they can overcome the risk with the best solution. It's the process because of event risk management that they organize running smoothly. So as a result, it can gain the trust of sponsors and also stakeholders to join together in upcoming events because the system and the planning of the organizer are very systematic.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nushaza Wahida. My meeting number is 271486. Procedures for safety rules during the event. Safety procedures are a plan that shows the step to implement work procedures. There are several safety rules, procedures that need to be applied when running an event. Firstly, follow a health and safety risk assessment checklist. During the event organizers should take the health and safety risks that will arise during the event. Organizer an event needs to understand and know the cause and factors that will be harmful to the public and property during the event. For example, an event organizer has a document that lists that what possible risks will occur when an event such as concert is run. Second, implementing an emergency event plan. Before running an event, the event organizer will discuss and set an emergency plan that is appropriate to the event. In the emergency plan, the event organizer needs to provide a complete emergency plan as to what to do if any emergency occurs. For example, a complete document on the information of the guests and how much safety kit was provided for the event. Third, controlling crowd safety at the event. Overcrowding in an event will cause congestion at the main entrance. The potential for accident is high and traffic jams may occur. For example, putting clear signs to tell potential hazards or registration queues that are clear. Not only that, but the security hired is at every checkpoint set up to control the occurrence of unwanted accidents.
Good morning to Dr. Caroline. My name is Patron from Grade 8 and my matter number is 255766. The next is the possible list in the event. The first possible list is hazard list. Hazard list is a potential for injury to those involved in a process due to carelessness of the working environment. For example, psychological, biological, and chemical risks can contribute to potential risk. The second one is operational risk. Operational risk arising due to incompetence of the event organizer. So the organizer need to make sure the upkeep of vital infrastructure in a good situation. The third one is risk of uncertainty. Random external factor can cause potential disruption to one's event. So the event can be insured, resulting in financial compensation in the event of damage. And the last one is injury for rape, and force. This is because of the use of drug, alcohol of people and even weather. Sweeping, tripping, and tumbling down the stand can result in fracture bone and hurt or spine damage. And then, next is solution to overcome this. The first solution is establishing crowd control. The organizer need to analyze the nature of event, the number of attendees, the location of attractions, access, and walkways to overcome and reduce the hazard of risk. And second is higher security staff and safety staff. The sufficient safety and security personnel is very important for every event because they have been trained on how to handle a large crowd and prevent incident. And the last one is conduct risk assessment. The organizer need to identify any potential safety issue in the event. So they want to take preventive measures to reduce the hazard of risk. That's all for me. Thank you.
An emergency plan is basically a strategy developed to deal with actual or potential hazard, accident losses, that outlines the action that employees and others in the workplace should take in the event of an emergency. Whether the emergency work is effective depends on whether the organization has well-trained staff and workers and the necessary equipment to deal with emergency at any time. The actual emergency plan also involves the response to the losses from various dangerous accidents. It formulates the steps, methods, and measures to be taken in different situations and appoints people to perform their duties. For example, the mirror concert accident was caused by technical issues. The huge screen broken down and fell quickly, hitting two artists. These emergency plans can be applied in the event of an accident. These include run a risk assessment. Before the event, the organizer need to run a risk assessment. When making emergency plans for events, be sure to analyze the potential risks according to the number of participants at the site. This is an assessment of the most likely emergency. This assessment can reduce the incidence of accidents and consider the most likely emergency. For example, according to the venue security plan for the event chosen by us, the on-site facilities may not have been carefully inspected and repaired. After this incident, the crowd will be frightened and flee everywhere. At this time, the emergency procedure established in the venue security plan will play a role, such as the evacuation plan and the location of all emergency exit signs. Okay, for the second step is common chain. In emergency, a commander is required to make decision and give instruction quickly. This means that everyone must know who the decision maker are and how to contact them when needed. Therefore, all employees need to understand their roles in emergency. And last but not least, higher event security and medical personnel. Security personnel should be stationed at the entrance. Each door should have a guard, and CCTV monitors should be installed at the site so that the security headquarters can monitor at every time. In emergency, uniform guard or security personnel can effectively maintain order at the scene. People can easily gain help from the security personnel. Similarly, it is inevitable to employ medical personnel at the site. There are many gatherings at the event site. In this case, emergency complications such as falls and heart attack are likely to occur at the scene.